Testing. 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 Okay. I think I fixed everything. Testing. All right. Let me make sure. Okay. You guys is gonna get, I guess. How's it going, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today I'm actually going to have the opportunity to finally unbox and try out Nightcrawler. My hero pack finally came. It did not teleport to me. It went through, I guess, the postal service, but originally I thought it was going to. Originally, it was supposed to be here today, but it got pushed. Then they sent me a message that it was going to get pushed out till tomorrow by 9 p.m. But sure enough, it showed up. So pretty excited now because I've been dying to finally sleeve these cards and also try out his kit. Especially, I really wanna. I like playing protection aspect, so I really wanna see what kind of crazy things I can do with him. So, yeah, let's crack this baby open. Well, we got ourselves the old. Oh, cool. No, fix that. All right. I got myself a nice cover art with that. That'll go nice with my collection. And our 60 cards. Alright. Got ourselves a 9 hit point hero. Hand size is 5. Defense is 3. Love that. Attack is 1. And his thwart is a 2. So he doesn't have a lot of attack, but I have a feeling that he's more strong suited for his defense play. And the only reason why I would assume that is just because they gave him such a high defense. And let's get this open here. Hey, what's up, Ray? I was having some technical difficulties trying to get this going. I was getting sad, but oh my goodness, I'm touching it without sleeves. And the cat's coming closer to the cellophane wrapper. There's nothing over here. Don't come over here. Take a sip of my pumpkin spice coffee because I'm basic. Nope. All right. So let's see here. So Ray, we got Nightcrawler here. I was just saying he sure as heck didn't teleport upon release. Took a little bit of traveling. We got ourselves a hand size 5 hero. Hit points 9. Thwart is 2. Attack is 1, so he's not much of a smash you in the face kind of a hero. But that defense 3 is very appetizing. You've seen more of him now than any other hero. Well, did they release over in your area from? Hey, that's okay. Jubilee's is squishy, and she packs a punch. And you know me, I love my I love my defense heroes. So um, so he's his on his hero side, his trait is X-Men. His ability is called Rapid Teleportation. It's an action. You spend one resource of any type, and you can return a copy of BAMF. Now, we all know what BAMF stands for, right? I ask this question to everybody. I don't know if you ever like heard listened to the comedian Dane Cook, but long time ago he had a joke about the BAMF. And this ability here is only limited once per phase. And then we go on to his alter ego side. He has a recovery 3, hand size 6. Action: search your deck for a copy of BAMF, and you can add it to your hand. This is only limited once per round. Just X-Men, yeah. He's a mutant on his alter ego also. If you can see that. Nothing's appearing in Twitch chat. I think Ray is I think Ray's chatting me in YouTube. I'm using the restream to stream both of the Twitch and the YouTube. I thought one will show up on the other. It's not showing up on the Twitch side. Is there some type of add-on I need to do for that? You know, speaking of Iceman, Iceman and Nightcrawler play very well together. I did a game with Daring Lime a couple nights ago where I played Protection Iceman and he played Nightcrawler, and we were just we were just uh, we were just getting stuff done. Ah, yeah, no, I'm not either. I don't know why it's not showing up because like on my chat thing, he's chatting on YouTube and you're on my Twitch, and I can see both of your comments. I would imagine that, yeah. I meant you can, so you can't even see the my chat that's on stream that shows everything pulling up, or no? Oh, yeah, I can see both. I have my chat showing on stream and it shows everyone's comments, even yours. Oh, Ray, that's Lord Havoc on Twitch. It's like it's like you're all there, but like not in the same room. Maybe I shouldn't have complicated my life and tried to stream on two different things at the same time. I should have just stuck with the Twitch. Moving on though, Nightcrawler's signature ally is Day Tripper, and don't tell me you're not thinking of the Beatles song, because she was a one-way ticket. Yeah. So Day Tripper, Amanda Sefton, cost 2. Thwart 2, attack 2, health 2. She's a mystic, so she's not an X-Men. So that's interesting. I think this is probably what the first X-Men hero pack that does not have an X-Men signature ally. Oh wait, no. No, Cable's X-Force. That doesn't count. Never mind. Her resource is a wild. After Day Tripper enters play, you can search your deck and discard pile for a copy of Bamf, and you can attach it to an enemy. And then you can deal 1 damage to each enemy with a copy of Bamf. So, I guess that's a, from what I'm interpreting, she is a very crucial for being able to pull out his Bamfs and spread them around on the table. I assume you could, right? Because oh, you switched to YouTube? Nice. You could probably give her honorary X-Man, right? Because he's an X-Man. So if you give her honorary X-Man, she becomes an X-Men. But I'm assuming because she's one of those allies when she comes into play, she, doesn't affect. I feel like you kind of want to get her out, let her do her thing, do the Thornton attacking that you need done, and then kind of move on. Next card we got here is a support card, 1 cost, mental resource, Kurt's Chapel. It's an alter ego response. So Kurt will get a +1 on his recovery. And then his alter ego response is after you make a basic recovery, exhaust Kurt's Chapel and choose a player. Okay. And that player draws 1 card. So that's kind of like what? A Moira almost? Except you don't have to flip. Well, I mean, you do have to flip to get there, but if it's alter ego response, I mean, he does. Nightcrawler doesn't have to be in alter ego, right? So from what I'm reading, right? If I'm wrong, that means like say if one of my teammates flips down, they can. This space over here. Sounds like something that you could probably use for, let's say, a good option to use Bamf to pay for her, then her ability gives it back to you. Also, too, play leadership, right? So you could probably recur that for rapid response. What's the other one called? The make the call. I'm not a big leadership expert, so I just know those are the. Bread and butter cards. So the next card we got here is Kurt's Cutlass. We got it's a 2 cost. It counts as 2 restricted cards. So this 1 card counts as 2 restricted cards. Nightcrawler will get +1 attack, +1 defense, and he gains retaliate. That's pretty sick. So obviously that's probably the #1 target, right? Get the Cutlass out. He becomes a 2 attack, 4 defense, retaliate. Yeah, why would you not play him in protection? I don't see me playing this character outside of protection. I don't know. That's fun. That's getting me all excited right now. That makes me want to call off work and just play all night. And then play Batman. And get killed by the Joker, right? Next card we got here in his kit. Prehensile Tail. It's a superpower. You can control 1 additional upgrade that has the restricted keyword. Okay. So basically, this tail gives him. So all right. So the swords will count as 2. You put his tail out into play. Oh wait. Well, let me ask you a real question on that. How does his tail? How is his? I don't know. So like it's kind of like when they changed the rule for Wolverine, and he automatically now starts with his claws because it's a part of him. It's in his body. So you're trying to tell me his Nightcrawler can just like detach his tail whenever he wants? So he has to take time to find his tail and use it. If I'm just being a negative Nancy, just let me know. Just let me know. I'm just saying you can see where I'm coming with on that one, right? Work well with other aspects. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think all heroes should have the ability to work with all aspects, so you can be a little more, if you want to like try other things instead of eating the same type of flavor ice cream. I mean, I'm big on protection. I love to play protection, but I will say that I will eventually want to like venture off and other things. Like I started experimenting with other aspects, like my Ant-Man's a leadership one, same as Rogue's touch. Yeah, that's right. Rogue has yeah, that's another thing too. Why does Rogue have to find her touch? She just touches you. Doesn't it's weird. Oh, here we go. Here are the Banff cards. And looks like he gets 3 Banff cards in his kit. And there's 0 cost. That's neat. Max 1 per enemy. Hero interrupt. And it's a defense. So when attached enemy attacks, discards this card. Declare Nightcrawler as a defender without exhausting him. That's sweet. So we'll say Day Tripper's the villain, right? And I have my cutlass out, right? So I got 4 defense. I've already put a Banff on you. You're going to attack me. Well, it's a hero interrupt, so Banff. And I don't have to exhaust to defend. And you're attacking me with a 2, and my defense is a 4. Well, I just won, and I didn't have to exhaust. You. That's another thing too. If you ever play Overwatch, McCree, his belt buckle says Banff, and we all know what Banff stands for. All right. So yeah, Banff, 3 of them. So and also she Day Tripper, 1-way ticket. Yeah. Search your deck and discard pile, get 1 copy, and then attach it for free. So what if I have one out here? I get another one. We're gonna spread it around. I like it. But all the designers are, but it hasn't been retcon in the rules yet. So Valkyrie. Oh god, I got a story about Valkyrie. She's at her as one of the other ladies in my life that brings stress to me. I've been trying to get a really good protection build with her, and it's been eluding me. So what they're saying that her oh my goodness, what is it called? The Death Strike star already sets aside, right? Because in the cards, right? You have to search for it. You hate Valkyrie? Ouch. I don't hate Valkyrie. Oh, it's Deathglow. Yeah, Deathglow. I don't hate Valkyrie. I just think she's just a very challenging lady. She broke my heart. All right. So next card we got is Port and Punch. So it's a 2-cost event, hero action, attack, deal 3 damage to an enemy, deal 3 damage to an enemy with BAMF. So doing 3 damage, and then you can do 3 damage to any enemies. So what if I have all 3 BAMFs out there? So that means I can go... That's like 9 damage you're spreading around the table, right? If I'm reading that correctly. So that's kind of cool. Like, you got 3 enemies that have the BAMF on it. So actually... So when you initially do the attack... It doesn't say... The first line doesn't say deal 3 damage to an enemy with BAMF. It says... do 3 damage to an enemy. And then on the second line, it's like deal 3 damage to each enemy with BAMF. So if I can just get a visual going on here, I'm Nightcrawler. Day Tripper's the villain. The Chapel is a minion, and the Tail's a minion. We'll say the Cutlass is a minion. We're just using it as a visual guide. We'll say it's like that, right? Just say in some weird way I had all that out there. So I play Port Punch. Deal 3 damage. And then 3, 3, 3. Yeah. 3, 6. Yep, you're right. 12. It's 12 damage. That's insane. That's like when you like... That's like when you're playing with Jubilee, right? And you got her sunglasses out. And then you play... so you play... what's the card called? Grand something. And you're doing like 2 damage to an enemy, and then 3 damage. Similar to Ice Blast. Yeah, it is similar to Ice Blast, but the only difference is Ice Blast is not an actual attack. So if I'm stunned, I can still throw the Ice Blast out, and I don't have to worry about worrying about the effects with the stun. But I see where you're going with that. I know. Kind of makes me wonder how the new expansion is going to be when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comes out. Alright, let's put these back up here. So we got their BAMPs. Oh, I'm sorry. So he comes with 2 Port and Punches. Ah, and this card right here. This is the one right here. Teleport Drop. Hero action. Discard a copy of BAMF. Deal 8 damage to an enemy and stun it. Oh, and by the way, so far what I've noticed also with his kit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 superpowers. So Def Focus looks like that's going to be a good card to pair up with him. Scout Ahead, we have 2 copies of that. These are also superpowers. Looks like these are his thwarting cards. So with these ones, it's a hero action, thwart, remove 3 threat for a cost of 1 from a scheme. You may discard a copy of BAMF from your hand to remove 3 threat from another scheme. That's solid. 1 cost, with the potential to remove 6 threat off of a scheme. But it has to be, but it sounds like from another scheme. So I guess if there's only one scheme, you can't remove an R3 off it, right? Because it says because it says in the words from another scheme. So you can't, if I'm reading that correctly. Next card, superpower, but 0 cost, so that doesn't matter. Port away. Discard a copy of BAM from your hand and change forms and ready your identity. So you got your Chapel. Discard your BAM, play Port away, flip over to Kurt. And he could be exhausted, so you could have just done like an attack or a thwart. Port away, discard Bamf, flip, ready. Alter ego. Response. Exhaust the Chapel, draw a card. Action, search for a copy for Bamf, get your Bamf back. So you just get your Bamf right back. So, discarding my Bamf, play Port away, flip, ready up, action, put back my hand, put back on the villain. Pretty decent thwart, I guess, on par with Wolvie and is tracked by Scent, which draws him 2 cards as well as thwart. Yeah, but it has to be removing the last bit of threat to get the benefits out of that draw. And then we got Tally Ho. Another superpower. And it's a defense card. So, after Bamf makes Nightcrawler the defender, so the Bamf, so it's a situational thing. So Bamf has to make Nightcrawler the defender. Just doing so, Bamf is what makes this thing click. After Bamf makes Nightcrawler the defender of an attack, return the copy of Bamf to your hand. Deal 3 damage to the attack enemy. That's pretty sweet. And that's 2 copies right there. I think this is a pretty sweet kit he's got here. And the thing is, like, using Deaf Focus is going to reduce the cost of this, so these could be potentially free to play. It's a, yeah, so Tally Ho. Let me grab that back for you. So Tally Ho is a hero response defense. And after Bamf makes Nightcrawler, so you have to use Bamf to make Nightcrawler defender of an attack, and then you return the so basically after you discard the Bamf to designate him as a defender, that copy of Bamf goes back into your hand. And you do 30 damage to the enemy. Yeah, well, because also too, think about it this way. Also, when you got his Tal out, also he's got retaliate. So you attack me. So again, I'm Nightcrawler. This is my enemy, right? And this is my Banff, right? So you attack me. I discard Banff to make myself the to defend, and I don't have to exhaust. So villains attack me with 2 attack, right? So after I do that, I successfully defend, and then I can play the Tally Ho because it's a hero response. So after Banff makes Nightcrawler the defender of an attack. So wait, do I actually have to wait for the damage? Because attack me, hero interrupt, enemy is attacking, discard this, Nightcrawler defends, then I hero response? So the Banff is an interrupt. It's a hero interrupt. And then you have Tally Ho, which is a hero response. And after Banff makes Nightcrawler a defender of an attack, return the copy of Banff to my hand, and then deal 3 damage. Right, so this would go first. Villain attacks, hero interrupt, discard Banff. I'm a defender. Then I play 1 resource, and then I play Tally Ho, and then I get to return Banff to my hand, and then I do 3 damage. Then the attack, I assume, goes through, right? And then I hit him with a retaliate from my tail. So that's 4 damage right there. What I mean is like after I make Banff activate and I become defender, right? So do I have to wait for the villain's attack to finish hitting me before I no, okay. So then all right, so it's just all right. So let's again. Attack me, Banff, 1 resource, Tally Ho, return Banff to my hand. You take 3 damage, 4 damage because I have retaliate. And then if I had a counter punch, then I could hit you for 2 because I probably will have my cutlass in my hand too. I don't know. That's sweet though. That's some tricky plays right there. Right, I have to wait for the villain's attack to finish. But then after that hits, the retaliate will hit, and then I can play the counter punch, I think, right? I was just kind of tripped out because I didn't know if you could play responses when it's villain's turn. I thought that was like when it's only your turn type situation. Okay, so attack happens, damage is dealt, then play Tally Ho. So after the retaliate hits, then I can play Tally Ho, and then moving on. You're getting me excited with those exclamation points. What have you discovered? You'll pay for that is a hero response. Oh yeah, it is. You're right. Now we're getting into I feel like I lost a bit of my table. I used to have a table over here. I don't know what I did to my settings. I need to fix that. I was monkeying around with my camera settings and I can't tell if that looks better or worse. I don't know. Anyways, let's put these over here, and then let's look at. Looks good. I feel like it's small. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's just maybe it's just me. All right, so these are the cards that came. So this is his deck. So he's got a protection deck. So we get Rogue. We get Rogue as an ally. 4 cost, expensive. She's a 4 cost with Gambit, but you can reduce it with his counters. 2 attack, 2 thwart, 3 health. That's pretty solid. Action: deal 1 damage to another friendly character until the end of the round. Rogue gains each of the character's traits and adds the character's printed thwart and attack for her matching powers. What? What? Okay. Every protection deck, she's in there. And she is X-Men trait, but she doesn't have that stipulation where you have to, your identity has to be an X-Man. So I'm gonna guarantee you that every protection deck is gonna probably have her in there, because that's pretty good. That's gonna solve thwarting issues. Oh, probably should sleep so I can be more productive. All right, and next We have North Star, X-Man. When a boost, so he's a 3 cost, 3 health, 1 thwart, 2 attack. When a boost card is turned face up during an attack, deal 1 damage to North Star, cancel all the boost icons on that card. So, here's a question about boost icons. So, you're reversing Claw, right? So, he flips both his boost cards down. If I do that, does that account for both cards? Because he's using the terminology of all icons. So I assume that we're also going to include get her to absorb Juggy's attack. Has to be a friendly character. But what about Colossus? Because he comes in and play with the toughness. So you touch him, right? It does the damage, it'll eat the toughness off, obviously, but then like what? His attack's like a 3, right? So now you got a 5 beater right there for the whole round. So North Star's wording is interrupt when a boost card is turned face up during an attack, deal 1 damage to North Star. I'm not even going to take credit for that Colossus idea because I was actually talking with Daring Lime and he's the one who was actually the one that told me about that. So credit goes to Daring Lime because he is one smart lime. It's still cool though, because then like what you got one person, you got an ally with 5 attack, and then you got Colossus with 3 still, and then and just 1 boost card. Okay, so I get to choose. I assume the player gets to choose the boost card. Yeah. That's still, I mean, so obviously if you're deck building for Claw, I guess you would want to include North Star right here to help you out with those pesky boost icons, right? He doesn't exhaust, and each boost card is separate. You can do North Star for both Claw boost. Oh, okay. So okay, so I could just do. So basically, I could just do 2 damage to him, and then do. So 2 boost cards drop, damage, cancel both boost cards. Was what you're saying, Lord Havoc? I feel like everything is slanted to the left here. You flip to the second card, North Star triggers. You flip the first boost card, effect triggers. Then you flip so basically you gotta do it one at a time and slow it down to do the effects basically. Because it's basically it's an interrupt and you're doing a damage. So I think what Lord Havoc is saying okay, so these are claw attacks, right? Here are his boost cards. First boost card is revealed. Interrupt. 1 damage. Cancel that effect. Second boost card flips. Interrupt. Damage. Cancel that. Alright. Still sweet, though. I mean, what? Throw a X-Man protective training on him. Jack up his health. Keep him alive as long as you can, right? He inflicts the damage on himself. So you're he's self-inflicting himself like Wolverine. You're dealing yourself 1 damage because here, let me see if that. Oh. So when a boost card turn face up during attack, deal 1 damage to North Star. Cancel all the boost effects. So you just do the damage to yourself. Next card. Change of Fortune. They gave us the 3 copies of that. 1 cost, mental resource. So, play under any player's control, max 1 per player. After you defeat an enemy during the villain phase, exhaust this card, draw 2 cards. That's money right there. That's money. Because from what it looks like with Nightcrawler's kit, that's exactly what he can do. Put in Bamf on minions, damage them. That's gonna. Now you put like what? You put Unflappable in there, right? You're gonna get some serious card drawing out of this out of protection decks now. I think this card's gonna change the game right here. Protection decks are gonna start generating resources and making dreams come true. Two cards. Villain phase. After you defeat an enemy during the villain phase. So what are we thinking here? We're thinking like you could do cards like first hit. What else? What else can you throw also when it's a villain's turn and you can attack? Counter attack or counter punch, right? All right, we got next card here. We got a tactic. Oh, Josh, you'll be excited for that. You can put that in a Cyclops deck. We got ourselves Under Control. Attached to a minion. Max 1 per minion. After a hero defends against attached minion's attack and takes no damage, deal 4 damage to the attached minion. So it looks like that's gonna these will have good synergy with this. Got the change of fortune in play. Throw this on my minion. Minion attacks me. I defend. Do like a counter punch or some card that does damage. Maybe a tally ho. Deal 3 damage. Dead. And then draw 2 cards. What else we got here? So now we have another tactic card. Excuse me. Come get me, bub. 0 cost. Hero action. Discard cards from the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put the minion into play. Engaged with you. Heal 3 damage from your identity and give your identity a toughness card. I feel like that's going to be great also for Wolverine. Protection decks. Or anyone that likes, or what's his name? Someone that likes minions, like, I don't know, Thor. Put this in a Thor protection deck. Maybe a Valkyrie. Maybe this will make Valkyrie good. Maybe, you know what? Maybe change of fortune. Maybe change of fortune's going to be is what's going to make Valkyrie perform better in protection. It's basically Defender of the 9 realm. Except you don't remove threat. You just heal yourself. And then we have some powerful punches. Attack, defense, hero interrupt. When the enemy initiates attack, deal 4 damage. So there you go. Throw a under control down. Do a powerful punch. That's 4 damage. If you don't take any, if you take no damage. But you have to defend against the minion also. Alright. And hopefully I don't butcher this. Riposte. Hero interrupt. When your hero defends against an attack, and it gets +2 defense for the attack. And if you take no damage, or from the attack, you deal 3 damage to the attacking enemy. Alright, no problem. Thanks for stopping by, Ray. We got new power protection art. Looks pretty cool. Is that Colossus? Alright, and new player side scheme. The Astonishing X-Men. Victory 0. Response: after an X-Men character defends against an enemy attack and takes no damage, remove one threat from the scheme. When defeated, stun and confuse each enemy in play. Wow, that's pretty sweet. So the only thing with this card, though, is... Try to fix this. So if you look at it, if it camera focuses... Response: after an X-Men character defends against an enemy attack takes no damage, you remove one threat from the scheme. So that's a way you could remove this without having to thwart. And it comes with 5 no matter what. So if you're playing a multiplayer game, it's just going to be 5. And you don't have to be an X-Men character to reap the benefits of defeating this. You defeat this, you stun and confuse every enemy in play. That's pretty sweet. Oh, looks like I opened up my other sleeves. All right. Then to the other cards. We got ourselves a Gambit ally. That's exciting. Oh, and we get another Moira. That also would go good with the old Nightcrawler. So, Thief X-Men. Oh, that's nice. They gave him both. X is the number of boost icons under this card, under the card Gambit. So, response: after Gambit enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and tuck one under him so that only the boost field is visible. So, basically, he comes into play. I look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. I choose one of them, and then whatever that is what my stat line is. That's pretty sweet. So you could potentially be like a 3/3. But the only thing I don't know is it doesn't state whether you have to discard. It doesn't state whether you have to discard the other. Why did my camera go nuts? Why is my camera doing that? My camera's spazzing out. Fixed it. That's weird. But it doesn't state whether or not I have to discard those cards or if I just put them back into the encounter deck and shuffle them, or do I place them back in another order? So there was no clarification on that. Moira McTaggart, we should all know what this is. Basic support 2. Play only if your identity has the mutant trait, which Kurt does. So this will fit nicely with his deck. And then response: after a mutant alter ego changes into hero form, exhausts Moira, and that hero draws the hero's controller draws 1 card. And then they give us energy, genius, and a strength. Love that. So nice. And All right. On to the Nemesis cards. So our obligation for Nightcrawler. Crisis of Faith. Give to the Kurt Wagner player. You may flip to alter ego form. Choose. Exhaust Kurt Wagner to remove Crisis of Faith from the game, or discard each attack and defense event from your hand, and then discard this obligation. Next we have Nightcrawler's Nemesis. It's Azazel. He's an elite minion. Nepham? Nepham? Quick Strike. One thing I learned about this minion when I was playing Iceman against someone I was playing with Daring Lime, you cannot have upgrades on him. So Frostbite doesn't even touch this guy. And it was very, very annoying. I hated every moment of it. His boost effect, deal Azel to Kurt Wagner player as a face down encounter card. So no matter what, if it's somebody else's turn and this is a boost card, it goes to the Nightcrawler player as a face down encounter. And then we got the scheme, or the side scheme. Brimstone Dimension. When defeated, the player who defeated the scheme finds Azel and deals him to themselves as a face down encounter card. And it comes with a hazard icon. Next we got Azel's sword, attached to Azel, otherwise attached to the villain. So if he's not in play, this can go to a villain. Attached enemies attacks gain piercing, +1 attack. Hero response: after attached enemy attacks you, discard one card. Discard one random card from your hand, and discard this card. And then we got 2 treachery cards. Brimstone Strike. If I can, angle this right. Find Azel, reveal him. He schemes. That's when you're in alter ego. And then, when revealed, find Azel and reveal him. Either way, he's going to show up. And that is the Nightcrawler deck. Oh, wait, there's more cards. And I keep... I broke it. Alright. So then we got some got Alliance card, Combined Forces. It's an aggression card. Alliance, hero action. Exhaust X-Force character and X-Men character to defeat a non-elite enemy. Another Alliance card, attack thwart, gunboat diplomacy, Alliance, hero action, Exhaust an X-Force character and X-Men character. Remove X threat from the among schemes in play, and then deal X damage among enemies in play, where X is the combined thwart of the two exhausted characters. And then we got a why can't I fix this? We got here. We got the Crazy Gang. Side scheme. 2 boost icons, 2 threat per player. Force response. After a non-elite minion schemes against a player, deal that minion to that player as a face-down encounter card. Then, if there is more than one player in the game, pass the face-down encounter card to the next player. It also has an acceleration icon on that. One of the minions we have here is the Queen of Hearts. She is a criminal and a queen. 0 scheme, 1 attack, stat line, 3 boost icon, 4 health. When revealed, let's get that up there. Search the current deck and discard pile for the Crazy Gang side scheme and reveal it. If it is already in play, deal yourself a face down counter card and then shuffle. So that's so she's got a mechanic to bring that side scheme back. Next minion we got here is a Jester. 0 scheme, 1 attack. It's a criminal, 5 health, 1 boost icon. When revealed, you are confused. If you were already confused, discard a support you control. I hate that. That could be very punishing. The next one we got here is Executioner, another criminal, 4 health, 2 boost icon, 0 scheme, 2 attack. When revealed, Executioner attacks the friendly character with the fewest remaining hit points. If this attack defeats an ally, remove that ally from the game. And then we got Tweedledope. 0 scheme, 2 attack, 6 health, brute criminal. Randomly, I don't understand why he has a star icon on that, because there is no effect. So I don't know if maybe there was a maybe that was a typo. Yeah. So when revealed, you are stunned. If you already were stunned, discard an upgrade you control. And then we have a treachery card, 1 boost icon, off with his head. Each minion activates against the player. Is engaged with you. That's engaged with you. If no minion attacks this way, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded and then reveal it. Well, that's interesting. Get these sleeved up real quick. I think this is, I mean, just looking at this, I think this pre-con deck is going to be pretty solid. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one could be sleeved up real quick. Alright, got these bad boys in here. We'll throw this in the trunk because I don't know when I'll ever have the opportunity to use an alliance card. Because these aren't green cards. Put this aside. Alright. Well, I think what I'm going to do now is I got to test the deck out. So, I'm not going to make this a long night. So, next time I play, I'll definitely have my actual protection decks I want to build with them. But I think I'm just going to test out the pre-con. And I got a villain already that I want to test that out with. So we're going to play this as is. I'm not going to alter it. Let's see if I can. Oh, he's going here too. Alright, let's put these in the same spot. Do these fit with my sleeves on? Not really. Alright, what I'm going to do real quickly is I am going to run to the restroom. And then when I get back, I'm going to play a game. And I think what I think I already got a villain already picked out I wanted to test this against. And I choose to play against Zola. See how that goes. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I guess there was a kitty that was on screen. Well, at least it's shuffled. Alright, so playing the pre-con. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 7, 3, 8, 3, 9, 40. Alright, so we're going to play Zola. And we got the Island of Dr. Zola. And what we need for this. Alright, let's see, we need Zola 1, 2, and then the standard encountered sets, and then one modular encounter set, and then, okay. So we're going to play with the modular set that came with Nightcrawler, so we'll be playing with Crazy Gang. And let me look at my standard set. I think I just have the regular standard set with me. 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll do regular standard tonight. So I'm only gonna do one game. Gotta make it count. Alright, so here's my obligation. And we'll put Nemesis to the side. Let's shuffle this deck up real quick. Alright. Alright, counter deck and hero deck is now shuffled. And we'll put hero over here. Nine health. And Zola starts with 12. Alright, let's take a look here. The Island of Dr. Zola. Search the encounter deck for Hydra Prison and reveal it. Each player searches the encounter deck for a copy of Ultimate Bioservant and puts into play engage with them. Shuffle the encounter deck. Alright. Ultimate Bioservant. And we need the Hydra Prison. Okay, so that's done. Ultimate Bioservant comes into play. It has toughness. Ultimate Bioservant gets +1 attack for each attachment onto it. And it's a 1/1. 4 health. Hydra Prison. When revealed, each player searches their deck and discard pile in hand for a hero specific ally and place it face down beneath this scheme. Then you place X threat on it, where X is the total cost of the allies beneath it. Then each player shuffles their deck. So Day Tripper. So this goes underneath, and so this is going to get, so it's 1 threat plus the total cost, which is 2, so it's going to have 3 threat on it. And then we'll flip this. And then we got 6 threat on it. Force response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 test counter here. Then if there are 3 or more test counters here, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put the minion into play. Engage with the first player and remove 3 test counters from the scheme. And Zola also has Retaliate 1. And we'll go ahead and draw to our hand size. 2, 4, 6. And let's see what we got. Riposte, Teleport Drop, Astonishing X-Men, Port and Punch. We've got a Bamf, and Change of Fortune. So I'm going to keep, I think, the Bamf. And then let's keep Riposte, and let's keep Change of Fortune. And let's mulligan. Let's mulligan these two. Alright, so we got 2 tally hos. Alright, start with these. Alright, let's do an action. Search your deck for a copy of BAMF and add it to your hand. I'll go ahead and do that. And let's flip to Nightcrawler. And let's put a BAMF on Zola. Let's put a BAMF on Biohazard. Let's do... Oh, that's not BAMF. This is. Let's do 1 resource and put a let's put a Change of Fortune into play. And then let's do an attack, and we'll take the toughness off. And then we'll end the turn there. Drop the hand size of 5. So 3, 4, 5. So we got Rogue and Power Protection now. And let's start the villain's turn. So we're going to do 1 threat on the main. We'll do the force response, and after resolving the first step, which we did, we'll put 1 test counter here. And then Zola is going to attack. And alright, he's going to activate, I should say. And let's do actually, let's how do we want to do this? Okay, so he's going to attack, and I'm going to remove BAMF off of Zola to defend. So when the attached enemy attacks, discard this card, declare Nightcrawler as a defender without exhausting him. And then I'm going to do I'm gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna defend it. So he's attacking me for 1 plus the boost. So that's gonna be 1, 2, and so that's 2 damage coming my way, and then I have a 3 defense, so I don't take any damage. And then Ultimate Bioservant's going to attack. And I'm going to do the BAMF again to Yeah, so when attached enemy attacks, discard this card, Nightcrawler, as the defender without exhausting him. And I'm also going to play one resource to play Tally Ho. And I'm going to use this power of protection to also so he attacks, and I used Bamf, and then I want to use one resource to play Riposte. Okay, no, actually, I think the way it, I gotta figure out the timing here. So attacks for 1. Use Bamf. It's Hero Interrupt. I declare myself the defender, so he's attacking, and I can use one resource to Hero Interrupt to use Riposte to increase my defense by 2, and then right? No. Bamf makes me defender. Then I'm going to use this as a one resource to play Tally Ho, and then this is a one resource to use Riposte to increase my defense, Hero Interrupt. So he's attacking me for 1. My defense is a 5. So I get to return this copy of Bamf back to my hand, deal 3 damage to the enemy, and then since I didn't take any damage from that attack, I deal another 3 damage to that enemy. So that will defeat the ultimate Bioservant. And this will trigger me to use Change of Fortune. After you defeat an enemy during the villain phase, exhaust this card and draw 2 cards. I got Kurt's Chapel and North Star. I think I played that correctly. Next we'll get the encounter card. And looks like we got test subjects now. So that's going to come into play. Hazard icon, 2 threat. First player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard a minion, then reveal that when it's defeated. Alright, and now it's my turn. Alright, so let's do let's do one resource, and we'll put Kurt's Chapel into play. We'll put a Bamf on Zola, and then I'm going to use Rogue as a resource to bring back another copy of Bamf. And then we're going to go ahead and let's thwart thwart 2 off of the test subjects. And that'll be defeated. And we'll discard the card deck until we get a minion in play. And we do. We get a Zola's Mutate with the 5. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the card deck until a tech attachment is discarded. And then attach that card to Zola's Mutate. So now the Zola's Mutate has a +2 scheme, +2 attack, and he gets 2 hit points. So his hit points will be 7. And then I'll go ahead and put a Bamf on him. Alright, so we're ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, so 2 on the main. And we'll put another test counter on this. Villain's going to activate. Let's see, we'll go ahead and let the villain attack on that. So he's going to attack for 1. And then this is going to put a test counter on the main scheme. So I'll take 1 damage. And that puts 3 on here. So this is going to activate. And when that happens, discard cards to the top of the card deck until a minion is discarded, and then put that minion into play. Alright, so we got a Berserk Mutate in here now. Alright, and it had Quick Strike. Oh, well, yeah, Quick Strike. So I take 2. Well, actually, yeah, he's going to attack me, but I'll do 2 resources. Alright, so Berserk Mutate's going to attack is going to attack me with Quick Strike. And I'm going to also play 2 resources to play Powerful Punch. So I'll take the 2 damage. And then I'll do 4 damage to the Berserk Mutate. So he's defeated on the villain's turn. And I can trigger Change of Fortune. And I can draw 2 cards. And then the Zola Mutate is going to attack me. And I'm going to defend by removing Bamf so I don't have to exhaust. And then I'm going to play 1 resource to play Riposte to increase my defense by 2. So my defense is now a 5. And the Zola's Mutate has 4 attacks, so I will successfully defend that. And since I didn't take any damage on that, I can do 3 damage to the minion over here. So he's got 4 hit points remaining. And get the encounter card. And we got another Berserk Mutate, and he hits me for 2 because he has Quick Strike. Okay, not bad. Let's see here. Let's do a... Let's do... Let's thwart 2 off the main. And then let's flip down to Kurt. Then we'll go ahead and we'll exhaust Kurt's Chapel. Oh wait, no, I can't do that, so I do a basic recovery. I'll search my deck for a copy of Bamf, put it into my hand. Actually, I don't think I have any more. Yep, I do. I have one more. So we got the... So we got the Bamf, and I'll go ahead and use Bamf and Port Punch as 2 resources to put a Moira McTaggart into play. And then we'll just go ahead and ready up. And we'll draw to our hand size of 6. 2, 4, 6. Alright, so the villain's going to... So we're going to put 1 threat on the main. We'll put 1 test counter there. Villain's going to activate. He's going to scheme for a base of 2. And that's an advance. That's sweet. So only 2 threats going to go onto the main. So that's going to bump that up to 3. Alright, perfect. So then, oh, actually, no, it's not actually. It's going to pop. So now the Zola Mutate's going to scheme, and it's got 3, so this will pop it over to 6. So that's going to go to the next stage. The Mad Doctor, each player searches their encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and reveals it. And then shuffle the encounter deck. Alright. And that's going to come in with a threat of 1. I'm not too sure if the counters stay on, so I'm just going to... Actually, I don't think they do. It comes out with threat, and then search the encounter deck for a minion. We'll put another Berserk in there. It has Quick Strike, but I'm in Alter Ego, so that won't activate. Alright. Okay. So now we got energy. We got another powerful punch. We have a strength. We have our tail that we lost that we can put back on. Okay. So first things first, let's do a recovery. So, well, actually, I'll use his ability. I'll bring a Bamf. Oh, it's gotta be in my deck, right? Yeah, it's gotta be in my deck. Never mind. So I can't do that. So we can do we can recover. So we'll go ahead and recover for 3. We do get plus 1, so that's 4. So that'll put us back up to 8. And then we'll go ahead and exhaust Kurt's Chapel. And since I just did a base recovery, exhaust Kurt's Chapel. I choose myself to draw 1 card. Got another powerful punch. We'll flip back over into Nightcrawler. And then we'll go ahead and exhaust Moira McTaggart. After a mutant alter ego changes into hero form, exhaust Moira. That hero can draw a card. So now we got Scout ahead. That's sweet. So let's do something. I want to let's do one let's use this as 1 resource. Let's use 1 under control. Let's do that. We're gonna use under control one under control as a resource, and we're gonna play Scout Ahead. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. You may discard a copy of BAM from your hand to remove 3 threat from another scheme. That's not necessary. We'll go ahead and remove that off the Hydra Prison. So now the Hydra Prison has been defeated. And now, does this go in my hand, or does that? Yep, it goes in my hand. So now we got Dazzler in our hand. Let's play a double resource. Let's get Dazzler into play. Or it's not Dazzler, Day Tripper. I'm sorry, Day Tripper. One-way ticket, you know. When she enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a copy of BAMF and attach it to an enemy. Deal 1 damage to each enemy with a copy of BAMF on it. Oh, man, you know, I could have. Never mind. All right. I misplayed that. What I should have probably did, I should have played the 1 resource to use for Nightcrawler. Spend 1 resource of any type, return a copy of BAM from your discard pile to your hand. Then I should have put on someone, then play her into play, put the other one, and then I would have been able to spread 3 damage to everyone. So, future reference, that's what I should have probably done. Attach it to an enemy. So let's attach the BAMF to this Zola over here. And then we'll put 1 under control on on this Berserk mutate. We'll spend 1 resource. We'll spend a powerful punch to put Kurt's tail into play. So now I can control 1 additional upgrade that has the restricted keyword, and then I can exhaust prehensile tile to generate a wild resource for an event. So that's sweet. Alright, cool. And then that's a cat. Oh, that's a cat! The cat bamfed. Nice. Alright. That was funny. Alright, so let's have Day Tripper exhaust, do 2 damage to the Zola mutate. Oh, actually, yeah. So each one should have got a damage. So actually, so Zola's at 11, and then we'll put 1 damage on the mutate. So they have 3 HP left. And she takes 1 consequential damage. And I'm going to hold on to these 2 cards. And we're going to ready everyone up. And let's drop to our hand size of 5. So we're going to get a Under Control. We're going to get a Come At Me Bub. And we're going to get me a Gambit. Perfect. That'll be fun. Alright. So we'll put 1 threat on the main scheme. The villain will attack. We'll draw the boost. Let's have we'll take it. So Zola attacks for 1. And then shuffle Zola's mutate into the encounter deck. So this is going to go back into the encounter deck. So I'm going to take 1 damage. And then, so 1 damage drops me down to 7. What's he got? He's got 4 attack. So he's going to attack me for 4. And I'm going to exhaust the tail to generate 1 resource. And I'll use Come At Me Bub as another resource to play Powerful Punch since he's initiating an attack. I'll do 4 damage to the Zola. So the Hero Interrupt is first. So he had 4 health left. That would take him to 7. So that would defeat him. And then I can exhaust Change of Fortune because I defeated the enemy during the villain phase, and I can draw myself 2 cards. So 1, 2. And then under control, or I'm sorry, Berserk Mutate's going to attack me for 2. And I will go ahead and exhaust to defend that, and I'll use another resource. I'll use another Come At Me Bub to play Riposte, which will increase my defense by 2, so I'll defend it. And then I do 3 damage. Actually, that was actually a waste. Hold on. Nope, let me replay that. Hold on. So, how's it work? It works as after a hero defends against a minion's attack and takes some damage, deal 4 damage to the attachment. Okay, so, no, not going to do that. Berserk Mutate's going to attack me for 2. I am going to exhaust, and it's going to do, I'm going to win because his attack's 2, my defense is 3, so I win that. I'll do 4 damage to the Berserk Mutate. So that's defeated. And then the other Berserk Mutate's going to attack, and I'll go ahead and have Day Tripper defend that. And she's defeated. And then we'll get our encounter card. Tweedledope. When revealed, you are stunned. If you were already stunned, discard and upgrade you control. Okay. Alright, so that will do that, and that's got 6 on there. Alright. So let's do this. Let's go 2, 3. Let's play 3 resources. Let's get a Gambit into play. Response: after Gambit enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, and then tuck 1 under him so that only the boost is visible. So I got 1, 2, 3. Let's take that one. So these will go back in. I assume I shuffled the deck. That's what I'm assuming. It doesn't say. That didn't work out for me. We'll put. Let's have Gambit do an attack. We'll let him do 1 damage to the Tweedledope. And then let's put Actually, I'll have him do. I'll do 1 damage on the berserk mute, or the berserk mutate, and then we'll ready up. Do 1 damage to Gambit for the consequential. And then let's drop to our hand size. We'll get a port away. Genius. There's the cutlass. 3, 4, 5. Cool. Alright. Villain's turn. 1 threat on the main. Actually, I think I missed doing those. I think there should be 2 on there. And then villain will attack. Go ahead and let that go through, I guess. So that's gonna be an attack of 1, 2, 3. That's 3 damage. Dropping me down to 4. Berserk Mutate will attack. We'll take the 2. So that leaves me at 2 health. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. I'm going to replay back everything. I can't. No, I am. So before I drew these 3 cards, right here, before I drew the port away, the genius, and I had these 2 cards in my hand, I forgot to put the under control on the Tweedledope. So initially that's what I wanted to do. So that would have been on him. And then I would have had 1 card left in my hand. So I would have drawn port away, genius, the cutlass, and then my other card would have been change of fortune. And everything else still happened. So now the reason why I would have done that is because this is what I'm going to do. Tweedledope's going to attack me. So I'm going to defend. And then I'm going to use change of fortune resource to use for post. So my defense will increase by 2. And I will do 3 damage to him. And I'll take no damage. And because I didn't take damage, I deal 4 damage to that minion. So Tweedledope is defeated. And then I trigger change of fortune to draw 2 cards. Or draw 2 cards. So that's 1 I just decked out, so I get a counter card. Second card is a Port and Punch. Alright, and then so now we're in the encounter phase, so that's my 1. Here's my second one. Draw the first one. It's going to be Executioner. When revealed, Executioner attacks the friendly character with the fewest remaining hit points. If this attack defeats an ally, remove the ally from the game. So, well, here's a conundrum. So Gambit and so Gambit and Nightcrawler have the same amount of hit points right now. So am I allowed to choose? Because obviously I don't want to get. I mean, I guess I would choose, right? So I'll just choose. I think that's fair. Well, I mean, either way, it's gonna either way, Gambit would die because since when he's revealed, he attacks the friendly character with the fewest remaining hit points. So, okay, he would either attack Gambit or he'll attack Nightcrawler. So if he attacks Nightcrawler, obviously I'm gonna have Gambit defend because I only have 2 health points and I would die. So Gambit dies. And remove that ally from the game. So the Grim Reaper just murdered Gambit. Wow, it's like I'm replaying X-Men 97, except this time it wasn't, this time it was the Grim Reaper. Alright, and then we get Azola's Mutate, and then discard cards from the top of the card deck until a tech attachment is discarded attached to Azola's Mutate. Alright, that's a side scheme. Queen of Hearts. There it is. Alright, so this gets attached to Zola's Mutate. Attached minion gets +2 hit points, and it has Guard. So health is now 7, and he has Guard. Cool. Alright, well, I survived. Well, let's use one resource to use Nightcrawler's rapid teleportation. Oh, wait, no. No, I don't have a discard pile. Ah, jeez. Alright, let's do double resource, and we'll scout ahead. Let's remove 3 threat off the main. And then we'll flip down. Then we'll use Kurt's ability to search my deck for a Bamf. Then let's play the 2 resources here, and we'll get get Kurt's Cutlass into play. So that gives me 1 attack, 1 defense, and now I have Retaliate. And we'll hold on to this. We'll ready up. Drop to hand size of 6. So it's 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1 threat on the main. This pops. Discard till we get a minion. Alright, Battle Servant comes in with Tough. Villain's going to Scheme. So that's going to be base of 2. 2 threat goes on there. Pop 3. And then it's going to be 1, 0, 0, and 1. So this goes to 5. Okay. Counter card. Jester, when revealed, you are confused. If you already were confused, discard a support you control. Alright. Confused and stunned. Alright, so got problems now. So let's exhaust for 4 because I get +1 because of the chapel, and we'll also exhaust Kurt's chapel and draw a card. So go up to 6 health. Got another change of fortune. Let's flip to Nightcrawler. And we'll get to exhaust Moira. Draw a card. That is not going to help me. So, who we got here that's annoying looking? Let's do mind control here. Let's do another. I'm sorry, not mind control, under control on that one. What's he got? He's got 7. Tax 2. His attack's a 1. His attack's a 1. So let's, yeah, probably better to get him because he's also got guard. And then we'll put a BAMF on him. And then I'm gonna I'm going to discard these 2 cards. Actually, this one also. I'll hold on to these 2. And we'll draw 3, 4, 5. Then we'll ready up. Excuse me. One threat on the main. 1 test counter. Villain's going to attack. I'll go ahead and discard Banff to defend. Reveal the boost. Place 1 test counter on the main scheme. And I take no damage. He decked out. So now everything's going to fall apart now. So there's an acceleration icon on that. Hey, I accelerated the deck. Josh would be proud. Or no. Daring Lion would be proud. Alright, I think this is the end of the line here. I'm going to lose the threat. Unless I pull some cards. Alright, Jester will attack. 1 damage. Oh, but I have Retaliate. That's right. So actually, he took a damage too, because Retaliate. Jester will attack, so I will lose 1 health. He gets hit with Retaliate. Ultimate Bioservant will attack me. I'll take 1 damage. He also gets hit with Retaliate. Berserk Mutate will attack. I'll take the 2. He'll take Retaliate. And then Executioner is going to attack me. I'll discard the Banff to defend. And he'll take... He's attacking me for 2. I have a defense of 4. Yeah. Defense of 4. So that's a good defense. He'll take 1 hit for Retaliate, and then I didn't take any damage, so I deal 4 damage to him. So he now gets defeated. I get to activate Change of Fortune, draw 2 cards. And then Zola's Mutate's going to attack me. And probably could do this totally differently, but I will defend. And he's got an attack of 2, so I win the defense. And he's got health of 7, so he'll take... Oh yeah, also wait. So yeah, I'm going to defend. Then 1 resource, riposte. That increases my defense, which I know I'll win. So he takes 1 damage from Retaliate. Then he takes 3 damage from the riposte. And then, since I didn't take any damage, he takes 4 damage from the under control. That will defeat him. And we'll get the encounter card. And he has Quick Strike. And I have nothing to block that with, and I lose. That's unfortunate. But yeah, no. I like his I like these this mechanics with the Banff. I'm definitely gonna practice a little bit more. with the precon off stream, but I think next time I play, I'm definitely gonna change the deck up a little bit and add some things that'll be a little more beneficial. It didn't help that I kind of just like got overswarmed with the minions, but I kind of have the gist of how this with the under control and the riposte mechanic. So we'll see what take a look and see what I can build. But anyways, I do appreciate anyone who stopped by to check out my unboxing of this and see me you know, use the precon and play my first game on this. So